day 3 of the second part of the budget session. It promises to be a stormy one, as was day 1 and day 2. Remember, it is Tamil Nadu that is flavor of the season. It's an open war between the DMK and the BJP. The centre has been accusing the DMK of raising emotive issues, including the 3-language policy and also delimitation, only because it fears electoral loss and it also faces anti-incumbency of the last 5 years. But the DMK is very insistent that it will not back down on the 2-language policy that the state has implemented since the 60s. It has also reached out to other states with regard to a discussion on delimitation, wanting to make it political. But the politics of both of this is also playing out in the parliament. Yesterday, DMK had a protest at 10:30 a.m. Today, and of course in the evening, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan spoke on the national education policy. He said multilingualism was central characteristic of the national education policy, and it meant to also promote Tamil amongst Indian languages. He also went on to say that the DMK has no right to speak on language, especially after the way they dealt with Jayalalitha, the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, also AIDMK's Supremo, the former AIDMK's chief, and something that really angered the DMK. This was also in some ways seen as a move to reach out to the erstwhile ally of the BJP, the AIDMK. So clearly politics of Tamil Nadu hotting up there. In the evening, Dharmendra Pradhan also put out a series of tweets in which he accused the DMK government of not standing true to the cause of Tamil, saying that a lot of students in Tamil Nadu are moving from Tamil medium schools to English medium schools because of the 2-language policy. But Tamil Nadu government, the DMK government, has retorted sharply to this, with Anbil Mahesh, the education minister, saying that yes, the DMK government did accept parts of NEP, but that was only because the state knows what is right for the state and what is not right for the students of Tamil Nadu, and will continue opposing the 3-language policy. So it's an open war between the DMK and of course the BJP. But other than that, we also have the Tribhuvan Sahakari University's bill that is likely to be introduced today. In fact, this is an important bill. Remember, the government has given this vision of Sahakar se Samriddhi, which means prosperity through cooperatives. Amit Shah is likely to introduce this. Other than that, there is oil fields regulation bill that will also look at changing the way mining is done in India, removing those penalties and also those kind of regulations which are often seen as unnecessary, and also taking out petroleum mining, giving a little bit of leeway and making the sector far more deregulated is the intent, is what we understand. And also importantly, there is apart from this, there will be other bills that will be introduced, but the NEP and the war between the DMK and the BJP promises to take center stage yet again. We have Bhaskar Ghosh, who is a leader from the BJP. We have Saravanan Annadurai, national spokesperson of the DMK. We have Nikhat Abbas, spokesperson of the Congress party, joining us. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. To you, Bhaskar Ghosh, first. MK Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has now taken the delimitation debate outside Tamil Nadu. In fact, he has written to chief ministers of 7 states saying that he needs their support, he needs a dialogue on delimitation, and that states who have effective policies on family control should not be penalized, should not lose their representation and political influence. He has also written to TMC. Now tell us, how does the BJP feel about this particular issue, both on language and delimitation? Do you see this becoming a political challenge for you in your future?
Yeah, first of all, let me tell you that, Vasudha-ji, this is the real fear of the regional parties, including DMK, because now they have been in power for so long time, and now the time has come, like in Delhi, like in other states where the regional parties are ruling, that they have disconnected from the people. And that is the fear exactly has been mongering around the DMK people, that if at all delimitation happens, where the delimitation is a natural process according to constitutions. So why they should fear about it? Whether it is population, no population, they have to come up with a majority. And why they are fearing about it, I don't understand. And BJP don't understand why they're fearing about it. This is a natural process, and the number of seats and member of parliament is going to increase, and that is good for the country. Because now each member of parliament controls about 10 to 12 lakhs of people. And now after delimitations, it will be more, because the country have an overall increment in the population. So we need more representations in the parliaments. And so what is the fear? Because fear that they have been disconnected because of the corrupt practices, because of the poor governance, and because of their inefficiency. And that's the problem with the DMK as of now.
Okay, so the southern state are saying that they will lose probably a significant number of seats and or may not really get an increase in the number of seats which the northern parts of the country will see, only because their population has been controlled is their fear. And it's not just MK Stalin, there are also other chief ministers like Siddharamaiah and also Pinarayi Vijayan who have also said that this is an issue that needs a larger concern. But let me also remind you that Amit Shah, the Home Minister, has given out a specific assurance that no South Indian state is going to lose any seat because of its population control policies. In fact, the southern states will not be penalized for the good governance policies in terms of social indicators that they took several years ago. My colleague Aishwarya also joins me now. Aishwarya Jain has been tracking the parliament very closely for us. Aishwarya, it was a busy day yesterday and also day before yesterday. Today also promises to be a stormy day, but of course from tomorrow it's going to be celebration of Holi. In fact, I know a lot of MPs are also preparing to go back to their constituency. It's one of those long weekends which we often don't really see in the parliament. This is the time for MPs also to go back to their constituencies. Tell us what is expected today. We know that there are some important bills, oil fields, Tribhuvan Sahakari bill, and also a couple of others. But when it comes to the politics of DMK versus BJP, what is expected to play out today?
Well, Vasudha, several MPs are ready to travel back to their constituencies for Holi celebrations. And I remember during that BAC meeting of the Lok Sabha, several of the MPs requested the Lok Sabha Speaker to get 13th of March and off so that they can go back to their residences. But for compensation, it would be a Saturday that the Parliament will function, probably on 29th of March. So, yes, of course, there would be, all those MPs who would be traveling back by tonight, but certainly an important day today in the Parliament as well. Yesterday, late night till when Parliament was functioning, we saw the entire opposition walking out because it was the opposition, and specifically the DMK MPs, who alleged that Nirmala Sitharaman had quoted one of the research report from one of the NGOs and put Tamil Nadu in a bad light when the entire discussion was on the general budget for the state of Manipur, and she particularly took out time to demean the state of Tamil Nadu, and they lodged the protest. They asked an apology from the finance minister as well, and also the Congress party specifically stated when Sambit Patra in his speech mentioned about Rahul Gandhi. That was also one of the flashpoint between the Congress and the BJP that we saw. And in total, the opposition parties will clearly try to corner the Bharatiya Janata Party today in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha as well. But as far as functioning of the parliament is concerned, it's going to be very important in Rajya Sabha because the discussion on working of the Ministry of Railways will commence today. It's on the backdrop of the stampede that happened at the New Delhi railway station and the series of accidents that we have seen in the past few months. The opposition will try to corner the railway minister. Of course, in reply will be given by today evening from the railway minister in the Rajya Sabha, while in the Lok Sabha as well, Tribhuvan Sahakari University bill, the carriage oil field sea bill is two important bills which will be tabled for consideration passing as well. But certainly an important resolution and a notice that would be moved by the chairperson of the JPC on the ONOP, PP Chaudhary, that one member should be added because Vijay Sai Reddy had resigned from the Rajya Sabha, who was a part of the JPC that was constituted for the One Nation, One Poll.
Packed day even before we hit the festival of Holi. Let me bring in Saravanan Annadurai here. Mr. Annadurai, let me ask you a very specific question, sir. Yesterday, Dharmendra Pradhan, while speaking, also expectedly, predictably, went on to the topic of Jayalalitha. In fact, he talked about that shameful incident where Jayalalitha was mistreated, insulted, and also, shamed in one of those earlier episodes, which all of us really are ashamed of. Tell me, how was this an outreach to the AIDMK? Do you see this as a political challenge? Because AIDMK has said that the three-language policy is unnecessary for the state. But at the end of the day, if AIDMK and BJP come together, it will also pose a challenge for you, isn't it?
Whoever supports this three-language policy will be wiped out from the state of Tamil Nadu. The ADMK is very well aware of this. They may ally with the BJP. They have in the past allied with the BJP, but they have never took the stand, never totally supported the BJP. Let it be NEET. NEET was there, BJP supported it, but ADMK did not support it. They said they were opposing it. So three-language policy has no way of entering into the state of Tamil Nadu. And Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan has put out a tweet yesterday and has sent out the letter as though this is the first time this letter is in public domain. Earlier, our Chief Minister has also put out the letter. I think Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan should polish his English skills. The letter is very, very clear. It says we are very keen. Very keen doesn't mean that we are going to sign it. We will sign it, or it is a promise that whatever may come, we will sign it. And it is a contingent. It is contingent upon the recommendation of the committee. If they don't understand English, if the BJP leaders don't understand English, it is not our problem. They are blatantly lying on the floor of the assembly that we agree and we are going back. We made it very, very clear. They know historically that we will not.
Saravanan, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question. I want you to specifically clarify this one fact, because PM Shri is a central initiative, and PM Shri schools are supposed to be, exemplary schools that will anyway deploy NEP. Do you think, and nobody is saying that the DMK agreed for the three-language policy. Everybody knows that there's a historical context to it. But do you think that before the letter went out, there should have been probably far more thought? You shouldn't have come across as agreeing to one part of the NEP and saying that you don't agree to the other part.
No, it is wrong. We never agreed for NEP. If you had seen the letter written by Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, which was put out by our leader, the Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan is lamenting, how can you take out NEP? How can you modify the MOU? See, we have been opposing NEP. We said, come what may. This is one of the important issues in the 2021 elections. The DMK said, we will not allow NEP.
Okay, I'm glad, Saravanan, you clarified that.